Oh, what is my other rant for the day? This maybe isn't so much of a rant, but I was watching a YouTube video, and I can't remember the guy's name, and I'm not going to put it on here even if I saw it, but it was an older gentleman who mentioned something about how ham radio has gone into the toilet. That was pretty much the title of the video, and he went on to say that he got his extra class, and he was licensed back in the 1950s, and he went on and on about how people now, you've got extra class licensees that don't know anything. They're just studying for a test, and kind of on and on about people not building things. When I look at ham radio, I kind of look at it as it's kind of whatever somebody wants to make it to be. There are people who are, mostly going to be interested in VHF, UHF, maybe talking on the repeater with their friends, whatever. Then you've got people chasing DX. I love DX. I love HF. I'm personally more of an HF guy than UHF, VHF. But then you do have people out there who are working satellites. And that's actually something I've never really done. There's a lot involved with that, understanding how to work satellites. So there's some cool stuff. I've never done Earth, Moon, Earth, EME, moon bounce, some of those modes. There's so many different ways to get involved in amateur radio, and I think really just kind of talking about how it's going in the toilet, I think is kind of a, I see people out there who are doing a lot of great things. I've people like the Ham Radio Duo. They're out there teaching people how to do Morse code, how to learn Morse code, and some of the techniques that are being used today are actually really smart. I wish that I would have learned using some of these methods. I can remember just having old cassette tapes and learning at 5 words a minute, very slow character speeds, and it took a long time. And I think now, the concentration has been more on learning fast character speeds, maybe putting some spacing between characters, but concentrating more on listening to the character rather than the individual dits and the das. And wow, that's kind of an eye-opening thing even for me. And I've got my license not quite 50 years ago. It's kind of I see people doing things, still building kits. There are these small little kits. You got QRP labs out there. There's a whole QRP movement, which I think is pretty cool. People are building kits. I don't really see ham radio being in the toilet. There are things that change over time. There's new digital modes and things like that, but I still find it to be a very enjoyable hobby, even today in 2026. We do have the internet. We didn't have the internet back then, so there was this magic of being able to talk to people around the world. But in my opinion, I still see that magic. I'm being able to talk around the world without having internet. And I don't know, that's just my personal take, but I certainly don't see the hobby as being dead in any way. I see some people out there doing some really great things, and I just want to mention that and I appreciate what they're all doing, and that's what I want to focus on.